So I just got out of work and it's not that cold out. It's like 45 degrees and I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm just gonna try my best. And yeah, today was a pretty rough day. I woke up around 6:30 and then I went to, I got to work around like 8, stayed until 5, and I had a bunch of meetings where it was just really, really rough, really, really bad. I was just very tired and it was just not a very good time. So yeah, we're just gonna try our best.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good. We're gonna try our best to film, answer a few questions, and hopefully this anxiety thing gets better, because it's really not. It's just not a good time. I'm gonna answer the question of the day, which is, do you think it's a good idea to be applying to internships while doing leak code? So far, I have solved 7 leak code problems. I'm using the Neat Code roadmap. Well, Neat Code is really good, and like I definitely recommend him. And would I do leak code, or would I apply for internships while doing leak code? Yeah, probably, but I would probably wait until you feel confident in yourself to do interviews. Like if you just started leak code, or if you're doing like easy mediums, then obviously you're not there yet. I'm Pier 57 right now. It's where I did the first video, like the day in the life video. And this place has a bunch of good food. Well, I don't know if it's good food, but the ratings say it's good food. I've never tried it. And we're gonna prop this down. I'm gonna say the question again, and we're gonna try our best to answer it. Would you apply for internships while you're doing leak code? And short answer, yes. Long answer, you should probably wait until you are feeling prepared. So, yeah, obviously that's the answer for the first question, but I wanted to just touch on the general idea of doing things because you want to get a job versus doing things because you enjoy doing it. Because I feel like a lot of people that are aspiring to be a software engineer always ask these questions. I always get these questions that are like, what do I need to do to get a job? What do I, like, how many leak code questions do I have to answer? How many medium should I do and how many hard should I do? Or are easies good enough? And it's like, yeah, there's an arbitrary answer. There's like a general answer, like you should be doing like medium hards. And like, that's just like the general scope of challenges. Like they're not like, no company is just gonna give you like an easy problem, like create a for loop counting to 10, like that's not gonna happen. But I find that the more specific that I get, the less it takes, like the more it takes away from the whole point of getting, takes away from the whole point of like going into software engineering because you like it. Like, yes, it's great money. Like you could look at the salaries and all stuff, like cool, great. Like obviously finance is a lucrative job, but you wouldn't go and be a doctor and spend like 8 years or whatever it is, like 10 years to be a doctor, or spend like a bunch of years in law school and then become a lawyer if you didn't like doing it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if you really enjoy being a software engineer, then you should really be doing it because like you should be doing projects and you should be doing lead code even like on your off time because you like doing it. Like I met some pretty cool people online. One of the first people that I met when I was streaming back on Twitch, like now I stream on YouTube, but before I used to stream on Twitch and used to stream my lead code journey, I met a bunch of people and I ended up like doing leak code problems with a guy and we would go back and forth, kind of send our followers to each other and whatnot. But eventually I got a job and I stopped doing LeetCode because that was the main reason I wanted to do LeetCode, right? Like what I'm saying. But I ended up continuing to do things like kind of for the stream, but also to like help out my friend, just to like practice with him, you know? And he even like, he did something even better than what I did, which is he continued, like I got a job at Google, and then I think like 6 months or a year later, he got a job at Google. And it was insane because like, I mean, we still haven't met each other, but it was like cool. Like we both like strived for it and we both got it. It was like an awesome feeling. And both of us, like, I mean, I'm not gonna speak for him, but I'm definitely not like the biggest genius in the world. Like there was just like a level of consistency that I felt I hit that allowed me to like, to compete with other people that were applying for big tech jobs. And after I finished streaming, he actually continued. Like he got a job and he continued streaming LeetCode because he liked doing it. He liked the community. He liked to help other people and educate them when it came to LeetCode. I mean, NeetCode does that too. The person that sent the question said they're doing like NeetCode's roadmap. Like NeetCode still streams and still does all of those videos because he just enjoys like educating people. And so whatever you're, like hopefully you're in it for more than the money. And if you are, then you should just do the things that you enjoy. I know it sounds like I said in the last video, I know that it sounds super corny. It sounds like I don't want to do what's fun. I want to do what gets me a job because I need a job. Doing what is fun and doing things that you enjoy is what's going to get you the job. Like, I'm not trying to sound so defined, but when you're in this kind of groove of like learning and adapting and just having fun, it just makes the process so much quicker. Like your brain enjoys it, your body enjoys it, and next thing you know, like you'll look back at your progress and be like, wow, I put like 200 hours into that, or I put 300 hours and you didn't even notice it. It is so much better than just grinding LeetCode nonstop. Like yes, that'll help you, but data structures is only going to take you so far. Like it's just not, it is not a true application of like how you would build anything. You know, like passion projects that you do have more substance than grinding LeetCode. Like yeah, sure, like you have a good foundation, but like a foundation is supposed to be there so that you can build things on top of it, right? So, you know, after you get it, like the handle on LeetCode, after you've, you know, mastered it and you feel like you've understood like most of the patterns, because there's only a finite number of patterns, right? Like there's only a finite number of like data structures and algorithms. Like you're gonna hit a limit. Like there'll be variations and tweaks, but a stack is still gonna be a stack problem and a hash map is still gonna be a hash map problem. Debatably, right? You can do like, obviously like people will look at it different ways. Like you may pitch a hash map problem and then someone will do it with like an array, but like or like a 2D array, whatever. But the point still stands that that you just gotta enjoy it. Yeah, this is just like my daily rant, because like I want you guys to ask more. Like, I mean, obviously I'm down to help you. Like if you guys keep asking me these questions, I will keep on like drilling it into your heads, and I will keep having more videos like this. But I would also like to answer the more thought-provoking questions. Like there are a lot of questions that I've been starting to get from you guys. Like you guys have been growing with me, and I've been getting questions like, how do you like stay more productive, for example? Like, how do you like prioritize your time? Like these are questions where like, they're important to your overall life, but in terms of just growing and learning, like these are the things that matter. Like these are the things that stop you from becoming a better software engineer. Like not knowing how to prioritize your time, not knowing how to be productive, like those will 100% stop you. And in the same vein, doing things that you don't enjoy is going to stop you from being productive. It's going to stop you from being consistent. Like, it's the whole reason why I'm saying to have fun with this. Like, it is just, there's so many things that tie into it. And there's a lot of things that tie into every job. But no matter what you're doing, if you just enjoy the process, you enjoy learning, it'll all come a lot easier. I'm not gonna say that it's not going to be hard at times or it's not gonna be challenging. It will be, but you'll be eager to tackle the challenge versus being like, oh, this is like another problem. Oh, like, this is like the 50th problem that I did and I don't get it. It's like, you would enjoy it a lot more if you did 25 lead code questions or even like 5 lead code questions or even 2 lead code questions, and then you did a passion project on the side. And then when you were bored with your passion project, you went back to lead code because you're like, oh, I need a break. Like, I need to do something to switch my mind up and like wake me up. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out. As always, leave questions down below. Subscribe. Hopefully this helped you out. I didn't mean to yell at you guys. It's just, come on. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm not telling you guys as a Google software engineer. I'm just telling you guys as a person who has been like, has been a procrastinator and has learned how to do so many things to be productive and learned how to navigate life in a way where I can always be consistent. Like, even when there are times when I don't want to do things, like, I'm able to do it because I just understood like the general like routine of like how to do things and be productive. And I want you guys to be there too. Like, I really mean it when I say that I want you guys all to succeed. You are not going, I mean, I'm really trying to step away from the definitives, but to me, I feel like you are not going to get to where you want as fast as you can if you keep your mind as narrow scoped as how many problems do I need to solve? Because what will happen is you'll reach 200 problems, you'll solve them all, and then it's like, great, you know how to solve like data structure and algorithms. It's like, how about all the other things you're supposed to need? It ends up being more than 200 problems. Anything you do is going to be more than whatever set of problems you want to give it. And if you give yourself a finite number or you give yourself a number, it just makes it just demoralizes you. Imagine you get to the end of the 200th problem, you feel successful, you feel happy, you get a dopamine hit, and then you just like, you realize that you need to learn 50 more problems in a completely different topic. It's like, sure, like you could feel excited, oh, I have to learn 50 more in this topic, like that'll be my next goal. But it's just, it really, like, some people may work like that and some people may be able to succeed with goals like that. But I found that when I'm counting down, things will just seem longer and things will take forever. Like, if you look at the clock and you try to wait 10 minutes, like you just stare at the clock for 10 minutes and you watch it, just literally try that. It will feel painful. But if you just watch my video or you're like scrolling through Reddit or scrolling through the internet, those 10 minutes will go by. That's the general gist of it. So hopefully you guys picked up something. Now I'm actually gonna end. Thank you guys for listening to me. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to let me know and subscribe so you guys see more. Peace.